there's a little bit of a trend here. It's been going on for quite a while here, but foreign companies or foreign-owned companies have been buying up U.S. farmland for a number of years now, to the point of where there is the foreign-owned farmland, foreign-owned companies own 40.8 million acres of U.S. farmland. If you go a little bit past that, even not just strictly the farmland, but also talking about the companies that own interest in American agriculture. They're two of the top four largest beef packing plants. JBS, which is a Brazilian company, and then National Beef is actually owned by, the majority share is owned by Marfrig, who is another Brazilian company. It's the second largest Brazilian company, and it's kind of disturbing when you think about it. We're letting a lot of these foreign companies and control a lot of our agriculture entities here in the U.S. It's no secret. I've done videos on this before, but I think around 85%, I think, but it seems to be the most common number that I've found of all, U.S. beef is processed by four companies, which is JBS, National Beef, which are the two that are foreign-owned, and then Tyson Foods and Cargill, which they are American companies, but they're very, very large companies, and all four have all kinds of antitrust lawsuits against them, and they've got all kinds of sketchy deals that they've done in the past and whatnot. But regardless, we've got two of the largest meat packing plants in the U.S. are Brazilian owned, or foreign owned. That's kind of just a little bit concerning. When we're putting our agriculture industry into the hands of foreign companies that, obviously Brazil is not our biggest enemy, whatever, but Brazil is not a real trustworthy country either. There's a lot of corruption in Brazil. There's a lot of bad things that happen in Brazil. And I don't think we want to be leaving our agriculture industry up to companies that are run in a country like Brazil. The biggest reason I even thought about this video is it came out today. I live in Iowa. Iowa is a big time agricultural state. That's no secret. It never will be a secret to anybody. But Iowa is they just Iowa politicians, there's a number of them that are wanting to remove or loosen the laws on allowing foreign-owned farmland in the state of Iowa. Iowa right now is currently one of, I think there's 12 from what I could the little bit of research I did, I found, I think there was 12 states that had restrictions on foreign-owned farmland. What they could do or how much they could get and everything that way. Iowa politicians, legislators just announced they were trying to loosen, trying to pass a bill that would loosen that law as well. I have a hard time, and I think everybody should have a hard time going with that, because right now there's a lot of American farmers that are struggling to get by right now, because of the price. The inflation is off the charts right now. The prices of like beef and corn and soybeans, I think, are fairly steady, but the problem is they're making the same amount of money, but they're paying a lot more to raise these things, and that's the issue. I know I just got a ton of feed the other day, and I think it was almost double what I'd paid for about a year ago. It's extremely high. It is very, very high, and it's not. I don't see it going down anytime soon. I mean, everything's going crazy right now. But the prices of these other, the goods that these farmers are selling are pretty well staying the same. They're not going up with everything else. So, and then when you figure in, like I said, these meat packing plants like JBS, National Beef, Tyson and Cargill, and all the antitrust lawsuits, and how much they're making per head, and they're not at all passing that on to the farmers or to the ranchers and whatnot. They're pretty well just paying them the same amount and pocketing the extra money. So when you go to the store and buy a package of hamburger, and you're paying an ungodly amount, and just understand it's not the farmers that are making that money. It's these big companies. And regardless, on top of that, I don't have a lot. Don't have a lot of cows. I got a few show calves in the lot is all I've got. But I've always wanted to expand out and get a little bigger and try and do a little more and raise a few more. But thing is, right now the land prices, they're sky high right now. It's ridiculous how high land prices are right now, and that's the other thing that it really frustrates the hell out of me, because we're talking. I mean, these are already extremely high land prices, and now you're gonna, instead of trying to work on that where you can maybe make a living on it. There's no way you can make a living on it right now, hardly. Well, now we're gonna open it up to foreign companies to try and buy land in the U.S. even more and make it a little easier on them, and that's just gonna add more buyers for the same land that's already high right now. So that's just gonna raise the price even more and make it even harder for these younger farmers that are wanting to buy some land and get started. It makes it even harder for them. That's the biggest thing that I'm seeing. I don't think we need foreign-owned farmland in the U.S. There's already way more than there should be. But regardless, it's kind of a scary time right now, and it doesn't seem like the politicians are really doing much of anything to actually help solve this problem. This is definitely something that they could this is actually in their jurisdiction or whatever to actually do this. But regardless, it's kind of a scary time. It can be kind of a scary time, and the politicians seem to be making it worse. I think that's the money talking more than anything. You can really say that about anything, but regardless, there's a lot of things that could be done, and I think we need to talk to your politicians and tell them this isn't right. We need to fix this, help these farmers out that are American farmers right now that are already struggling anyway. Quit giving them more competition for that same stuff and making their job even harder, because that's something that we shouldn't be doing. So regardless, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, share, whatever. If you like it, check out this video right up here.